Okay, I think I'm recording now. I'm recording this, another tutorial with Kapwing for a collage class. I'm going to walk you through a simple collage. So I've already got some windows open. I'm going to change this from our Facebook to remove background because I do have a picture I want to remove background from. So we're going to do that real quick. So I have it saved and cropped on my desktop. So I'm going to upload this image to remove background. I'm going to go to desktop. Let's see. I think I saved it in downloads when I cropped it. So we're going to do kind of a wintry theme with the jacket here. Okay, and I am going to go down here and I'm going to go to X and View. I forgot something I needed to do. So I'm going to go back to desktop and save a picture that I saved from the internet that I may want to use in the collage when I was looking for let me see if I can remember what I saved it as. File, save as men's coat. And I saved it in downloads. Okay. Sorry for that confusion. So let's go to downloads. And there it is. Because I went to, I don't think I need to crop that. I thought I was going to have to, but I think I can just load it up to remove background and it'll do it. I thought that looked a lot like his coat. Now I tried to find a background that I might want to use with this theme. I couldn't really find anything. So I did find a moon, and I think I might use that and see, since it's a night scene. So here we are in Kapwing. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in your browser www.kapwing.com, and it'll bring you to Kapwing, and you do need to sign in with either your Google address or Gmail, Facebook, something like that. And it is free. You do get a very huge watermark now. They didn't used to do that. If you have a pay account with this program, you don't get the watermark. Now, Sherry, that is our tech person, she has a paid account with this this website, so she graciously lets us use it and lets me use it. She can let so many people use it under her name, and she lets me do that. So we need to thank her. Thank you, Sherry, for letting us do that. And so that'll be up to you if you want to pay for this account or use it free and just remove the watermark with the Remove Unwanted Objects program that I had shared with you before. So to get started, this is I'm afraid to log out of it. I won't get back in because I can't remember what her credentials are. But you're gonna, if it gives you options, you're just gonna look for like a photo collage and you'll click on it, and I will help you through that. And Melissa will be here too that night, and she'll be able to help you with that as well. So I'm gonna get rid of that. That shows what I downloaded. So we're gonna click here where it says create new project. Now it gives you some preset sizes. Usually you're going to use the 1x1. That is the standard for like posting on Instagram. It gives you that Instagram perfect square. Now if you're wanting to make like The fanfic writers that like a book cover, this would be more like what you would see a book cover size. It just depends. And this is more like if you want to make something for your phone or something like that, or other social media sites have different banner sizes and things. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on the 1 by 1. Over here is your media, and this is where we're going to upload everything that we want for our collage. So I found a picture of the moon. I'm going to see what it looks like. So it's on a black background. I'm going to hope it's going to match. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this black. And you can see over here is your colors. They have some default colors. If you don't want any of those colors, you click right here and it brings up all the colors that you want. And if you don't see a preset here, you can always use this you know, chooser thing here. So I'm going to go to media. I'm going to click upload. And I'm going to start out with this picture of the moon with the clouds, because it was pretty dark that night in that scene. So if there was a moon, I can imagine it might have been covered by the clouds. So I'm just going to put this moon right here, and I'm just kind of going to stretch it like that. And I'm not sure I like the position of that. Maybe if we flip it. So let's click on it again. There's rotate. That doesn't look right. Flip. No. 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 I think that's where we had it. You can also, if you left click on it, you get that little hand, then you can move it around. So what we might do is click crop, and it's going to let you crop right in here. So I'm going to take it up like this, take it like that. Say crop. And you do kind of see a line. So let's go over here to some of the effects. If we do drop shadow in black, maybe that will blur that a little bit. Click off of it. It did a little bit. I messed it up, so I'm just going to delete it and start over. I may just do this. Just leave it alone like that. But that still doesn't seem... Yeah, see, since we didn't crop it, that's still in there. Sometimes, though, if you go to export it, and you got something hanging on the outside, it won't let you process it. So let's just, it looks like it's going to on this one. So we're just going to go back, edit this project. So I kind of like that. It looks pretty good to me. So I am going to go ahead, if I didn't explain that. So let's add that main picture of Nathan in his coat. So, okay, I didn't quite. So we're going to go media, click to upload, and then I'm already in downloads. I know that's where I saved it, so I'm gonna put right here, open. And that's, let's see, we're going to go back to edit. That's where you get all of this stuff. So he's rather large. So it depends on like what kind of collage you're wanting to make. But I think I'm going to take him down. And then you can always change it. later. So I want his elbow to be in there. And then we're gonna go add media, click to upload, and then I'm gonna go to my E drive because that's an external drive I have where I have all my When Calls the Heart stuff. So I'm just gonna browse for this new folder I found because I made some new screen captures. It's in this folder. Resized. And so they're dark. So they're hard to see. So what I do is I go down and I look in my regular folder. So I know where I left off here. So I need to go this folder 9, folder 2. So it just depends on like what you want to convey in this collage that you're doing. So you'll be able to look through the pictures beforehand, but here are the pictures that I chose, that I took screen captures of. 2 different scenes. Here he's kind of in Mountie mode. That's a good one. And then this is the scene with him and Lucas where he's describing why he became a Mountie. So I'm gonna go back and find, it'll be easy, it'll be more organized for you guys. I haven't organized them yet. There was one kind of at the beginning I liked. Of course he was acting here, but that one's pretty good. So let's go, it said it was 128, right? 128. So I'm going to click on, oh, that was the wrong folder. Wait, 128. I'm going to open it. Now, I was thinking, yeah, you can brighten the photos right in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to crop him so that he is a complete square. Let's see. That looks square. So I'm going to hit crop again. And then I'm going to hit, we're going to make him brighter. So we're going to hit adjust. Here's brightness. And also there's filters. So if you wanted to like put a sepia tone on him or a gray and black and white, you know, whatever you want. We're going to go original and back to brightness. Done. And then I don't need him that big, so we're going to go like this. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do circles. So this is the corner rounder. So if you do it a little bit, you kind of hard to see. Can you see the corner there? The corners are rounded. So I want him to be a circle. So if you take a square and you corner round it all the way, you're going to get a circle, right? Well, that doesn't stand out very well. So why don't we, we're going to go outline, and we don't want black. Let's go white. And then right here, we see white, FFF, and then here's where you decide how thick you want that outline. And there's 5. If you wanted a little less, like 3, I think that looks good. So now I'm going to go back to my folder. You might want to, before we start this in class, we will pick out, I'll give you guys time to pick out like 3 pictures that you want to use, because we're all going to make the same collage. So I'm just going to go through, let's see, I picked 128. I think I'll go to the end here. I kind of liked one of those. I thought that was cute. Like, yeah, right. I got my eyes on you. So those were 150, 153. Oop, not that folder. So we're gonna go here. I mean, it's the same folder, but I gotta go through the uploader, right? So we said it was 153 or 150. We'll just go with 153. That's fine. And we're going to click plus. That'll, okay, so I want another circle, so I'm going to crop it into a square. It has to be a square. And then hit crop. And then the zoom, you can do it with this, but you have to be careful that you're keeping the same proportion. With the zoom, you don't have to worry about that. So if you want different size circles, just, you don't make the, when you go to zoom it, don't make it, you know, as big or small. But you can always change it. You can change it when it's a circle too, but you just don't want to lose your circle shape. So I'm going to go to adjust again. I'm going to go to brightness. And you can have different variations of brightness, because sometimes you want to, you know, maybe you want one picture brighter than the other to say, hey, look at this one. Look at this picture. So, okay, so now we're going to go down here where it says corners, and we're going to do all the way, and I made this circle bigger, and you can zoom, you can make this circle bigger or smaller with the zoom or with your little hand controls here. But I'm going to see how it works out, and if I don't need to make it smaller, I won't. So let's try this red color. And if that's like, oh, that's very red, I'm going to go down and make it a little bit not so screaming red. And put it on 3 again. And then you just keep doing this as many pictures as you want. So now I'm going to look at the pictures because I don't have them memorized. Where he's talking about, you know, he became a Mountie and everything. I'm going to go back before he starts actually looking at Lucas. That one. So it was 59. 159. Yeah, I keep doing that. Okay, click to upload. We're in this, it'll keep it in the same folder. Unless you're going back between folders. And then, I mean, sometimes too, also, maybe you didn't get your crop right, and it's a little flat on top. Sometimes you can even fix it, you know, by doing the zoom after you've made the circle. So we're not telling Lucas's story here, really. So when we crop this, we can crop him completely out of it. Now, if we were telling the story of what they were talking about, then, you know, you would want to keep more elements. That goes for like making videos or writing a story or whatever you're doing. So I'm going to hit crop again, and I'm going to try to get him as square as possible, which that does not quite look like a square. It looks a little more rectangle. It's kind of big, but that's okay because we can make it smaller. So when we get it where we want it, we're going to hit crop again. There we go. And we need it. And it doesn't, some of this, it doesn't matter the order that you do it, but I'm going to go ahead and hit adjust brightness. Done. And I mean, and you can change the contrast and all that stuff too. If you know, sometimes when you make it brighter, it messes with those other elements as well. So I'm gonna make him taking down quite a bit here, and I'm gonna kind of compare to see how much smaller. I think I need to make him smaller, so let's do this. Not quite that small. And then you go where it says outline, if you want an outline. And so I don't know what color would, besides white and red. We could try like maybe a brown to match his hat and see how we like it. I mean, what do you think? And see, I even think that that circle's a little long. Tighten that circle up a little bit. I don't know if I like the brown or not. I put it also up on 4. How about gray to kind of match the moon? Does it stand out? See, I think this one's a little flat on top. Still looks a little flat, but that's okay. Does that one stand out enough? Maybe a lighter gray? Go with this gray. Wish I could find like a silvery blue. That's kind of silvery blue, isn't it? Oh, I like that better. So I think, and you have to take into consideration like are you gonna write a phrase or his name or you know, what else? In fact, that one picture I may change my mind on and go with one that was at the end. Oops. And I should have been more prepared before I started doing this. He's kind of thinking there, and it's more close up. I think this one. 184. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in 184 while I'm thinking about it. And then I want one where he's talking to Lucas. So I'm going to go down and look at my folder so I can see them bigger. Kind of going to go in the middle there. that one's good. 170. So let's go ahead and bring in 170. And let's crop it. Hit crop again. Adjust brightness. We're gonna make a circle. Let's make that circle smaller. Make it bigger. Let's go red again. How about a darker red? Let's see how it shows up. 74. Ooh, that's pretty. Like that. And then this one here. And we'll see if they all fit. If they don't, I'm like, you can cut off part of his arm because it'll probably get cut off anyway when we make the circle. And crop, adjust, brightness, and then we're going to do corners. That's a little flat on top, but we can fix that, right? And let's go white. And we're going to make it smaller. Perfect. Now, you don't want to cover up the whole moon, right? So what I'm going to do is, I have it written down, so it'll take me a minute because I'd have to go through that notebook. And so we're gonna, however you want the placement on here, and like they can overlap, and like, see this one, if you want it to overlap the other way, see how this one is underneath that one? So you're going to say forward, and see, it brings it forward. And you can also tilt them with this little thing here. It's got 2 arrows. So you can just tilt them. And I'm going to bring this one forward. And I kind of like that one the way it is. I'm going to bring him up. Bring that one. And I might even be able to make him a little bigger. Not that big, Nathan. And this can be touchy. So sometimes you have to go to your hand controls. That's better. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put where he says, I'm going to put something to the effect of, you know, when he said he became a Mountie to protect and serve and all that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go over here, and it says text. And there are some preset styles for like titles and things like this. You know, like click here. Like if you were making something and you wanted people to click. If you wanted to look like a marker. I don't know what these sayings are. I'd have to click on them. I can't see them. This one would give it a glow. I usually just go up here and say add text, and you can't see the text because it's on black, so we're just going to go over here to the presets where it says white. And over here, of course, is your font size, bold, italic, underlined. If you want the justified center, right, left. You have text outline, background, opacity, all that stuff. So I am going to pause this. I'm going to try to, and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm not seeing where it says pause. So this is a different screen recorder than I have been using. So I don't know. I know it's in this notebook, but it's protect, serve, and do something else. I can't remember. Oh, keep order. So I'm just going to put you highlight and take it out like that, and then I'm just going to write, I forget what order he said it in. And then that's a font I just used, so it had it still on there. That's going to be too big to get everything in, although I do like it that size. So we'll try 48. Protect. Now if you want it the same, you can just hit enter. But if you want a different font, like that, you know, you could bring in another text box, and then you could change, although I think I've seen where, let me try it. It said it was, you were supposed to be able to change fonts. I got an email or something. Now also, if you know, wanted to make him stand out a little bit, we can go up to effects and say drop shadow, and then pick white because he's on black, and see how it highlights him a little bit. I think that is a little better. And you can do it on the circles as well. Although it doesn't show up very well on that one, does it? This one's pretty dark. Let's see if it does it on that one. Maybe it needed to be on a different color. But you can pick different colors for your drop shadow, which I don't think I want drop shadow on that one or this one. I think they look fine the way they are. And then on this one, if you wanted to, you could put a different, you could put color behind it. Like if you wanted to put, or make it stand out like that. And then you can change how much padding is on there like that. The corners, you can curve the corners or not have any curve. I want mine transparent, so this check thing, that's none. So select transparent. You can do an outline. So if we wanted to outline it, say in gray, maybe make it stand out a little, maybe play around with that. It's not really showing up, so on that black. Make it really red. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see the red, but it like made the white not so bright. And you can change the opacity to where, see, it looks like that, and that'll do it too. Sometimes that looks kind of classy. I think I'll do a little bit of that. I don't think I'll take it down that much though. Maybe a little. Let's see what I got it on. No, that was 70. Let's see what 65 looks like. Oh, they don't have 65. There's 60. Now, I've never been able to put a border around this, so I always save it and open it in another program to do borders. I wonder if I should, and we'll leave him there. So I also like some of the fonts that's in that other program, so I'll put a border on it and then put my little watermark thing. Excuse me. So now I'm gonna go export file, project, HD or full HD, which if you don't have a pay, it may be auto or SD, I'm not sure. Export. Okay, it looks good. It looks like what I did. Sometimes you just gotta wait a second and it'll turn bright white and you can download it, but I don't know, I guess it's my internet connection. If I go like this and refresh the page, let's see, it comes right up. So now I've downloaded it. And it'll save in your download folder, so I can go to my downloads, and there it is. And I didn't even use the jacket, I didn't need it. So, yeah. The only thing I would change maybe would be a little less of this drop shadow. So, I mean, if you still have it up, oops, you can always do edit project. See, it doesn't look as much on here. Let's go. X distance is what that means. So let's bring it back a little. You can just barely see it on there. That one. Let's go there. we'll say export project HD. Sometimes if you do full HD, it makes such a big file. Let's see what the difference is with that one. See, it doesn't look that much different there. So I would just go back and go edit project. And I'm going to bring it back even more because I just want a tiny bit. Export project, export as JPEG. Yeah, I think that's better. Guess I'm going to have to refresh my page again. So let's drop this down. Downloads. Here it is. Why it's saying it's a video image, I don't know. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. So I don't know why my computer's asking me to do that before I open something that's been downloaded. So I'm going to say delete so I don't get them mixed up. I like that better. And if I want, I can open it in that other program and put a border around it or something like that. So I think I made that video way too long, so I may not even use it, but I might. And we'll see you next time. Bye.